Hey, this is Dr. Linda Davis, and today I want to work through a currency converter that my students will need whenever they are analyzing a foreign company, like for instance Samsung. And when we want to look at in Morningstar, I'm looking at their revenues for the past several years, and I want my students to understand how to do the currency conversion between the South Korean won and the U.S. dollar. So let's roll through this. Like I said, I'm in Morningstar.com. I'm in the financials, and I for Samsung, and I went to revenue, and let's just pick a value for 2009. We have looks like 136,323,670. However, you must notate what um, placement you're looking at here. We need to also see, is it in thousands? Is it in millions? What's the case? And you find that information on Morningstar over here on the side. So we have KRW, which is the Korean won, in million. That means for whatever value that you see over here, except per share data, you want to add 6 zeros because it's millions. If it was thousands, you'd add 3 zeros to whatever value you see here. But in this case, it's millions, it's in millions, and we want to complete that out by adding 6 zeros to whatever you see here, which obviously makes for a very large value. So once you see this value, then we want to go over to a currency converter. I prefer Yahoo's currency converter, and we can just go up to I already have it up on my screen, Yahoo Finance. Now, typically, it's comes up with U.S. dollar versus the euro or something like that. Let me just pick something. Yeah, a euro. Maybe it starts out like that, but this is how you're going to change it to meet your needs. So if it is you want to be able to put in, let me zap these values out. Let's just say it says U.S. dollar, but you want to change it to the Korean or South Korean won. So I'm going to go to S for South Korea. So there's South Korean won right there, KRW. So I'll click on that one, and it puts that type of currency up here. And you notice the big equal sign here. So over on this side, you want it to be equal to US dollars in our case. So we're going to say browse all, and we'll go to the US, and there's the United States dollar right there. So that's set up for you. Now, you have the South Korean won amount. And remember, you got to add your 6 zeros to it, and that's the amount you're going to place in this box. So let's say I look at just the 2009 value here. I'm going to take that value, and I'm going to plug that value into my currency converter, but I also must realize I've got to add the 6 zeros to keep it in millions. So I'm going to jump over here and put that amount in, 136, 323, 670. Now I've got to remember to add the 6 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to make it an accurate amount on in both cases. So as soon as I do that, it automatically calculates. And when we get into that, it shows what that value would be in US dollars. So to look at this, obviously it doesn't pop all the little um, thousand separators in there for us that we're used to seeing, but we could break this out and see that we're talking about $122 $664,932,689, okay, and 3 cents. So that is how you do your currency conversion when you're working between two different currencies. Now in your spreadsheets, I expect to see the US dollar amounts. I don't want to see the Korean won amounts. So make sure you convert each value over for your 5-year span. Thank you for your time.